Hi there, Libra. I just realised I've got all the red for Christmas, but no green. You'll forgive me. Merry Christmas in advance, and I hope that I can bring you some good cheer in the last month of 2013. It's December 3rd as I do this, and what we do see here is a new turning point for you, really, if I could put it that way. A new moon in the third house of communication, travel, exploration and adventure. And I do get the sense this month, talking to you about your horoscope, that there is a sense of fun and goodwill here. And that's going to be activated even more when Mars moves out of this 12th sector into your sun sign on the 8th, in 5 days from now. That could have been troubling you a little bit because it does have a strong bearing on, one, your finances, and two, the relationships that you've had. And therefore, when that's in the 12th house, these departments of your life don't usually fare so well. 12th house is a hidden house. There could be something a little bit subversive or a little bit underhanded or behind the scenes and not clear. So when that planet moves on the 8th, and along with this new moon in the third house, I think that's going to really brighten up the circumstances for you leading up to Christmas. Some of those other difficult aspects we talked about last month are also passing. That Mercury-Saturn conjunction we saw in your zone of finance, and also that Venus-Pluto aspect in the 4th sector, which is your domestic sphere, so money and family affairs and fixed assets, which were likely to be a problem, I think now are no longer as big a problem, although you do still have Saturn and the karmic points of the zodiac very powerfully influencing your finances. So that's something that I think is a long-term fix for you, but at least for the time being, we're talking about the Christmas month 2013, a little lighter, a little bit more good cheer associated with that. Some good aspects around the 11th and the 13th with Mercury and Jupiter in good form, with Uranus and Saturn. This is work-related. Jupiter is still there in your 10th sector of profession. It's not generally considered a great planet for the Libran native, but if we look at the Western type astrology, they do tend to say this is not too bad. And you do have that opposing aspect of Venus, shows excessive work practices, but the couplet there are very, very good for luck generally. So that area of your life should still continue to bring you some satisfaction. But don't let that deter from the good fun that we see. It's nice to see Mercury moving into your 4th sector on December 24th. That has to do with your family. Mercury is usually a very jovial planet. It's one of your luckier planets. So I could say that this Christmas is going to be full of fun. It's interesting too that according to some astrologers, this area of the horoscope has to do with education, learning, retooling and rewiring, if I could put it that way. So my intuition tells me that your meeting with people, with family members this Christmas is also going to entail some learning, some uncovering or unearthing of some information that is vital to you. And so this is a good time to mix your business with pleasure and to listen more carefully to those people you normally would have sort of put your hands over your ears to. You might learn something that will intrigue you this Christmas. December 25th, as I've said to some of the other zodiac signs, is a difficult one this year. We have a very powerful Mars-Uranus opposition. I don't like that in terms of the general global situation. There could be some nasty things happening there on the world stage. For you, this very much has to do with your personal well-being, because, as I said, Mars on the 8th will move into your sun sign, and this is then going to affect your physical well-being, and it's going to be in opposition. We'll move into opposition there on the 25th. So that's something you need to be careful of in your relationships, in your journeys and travels, because I said to you, you do have that new moon in the zone of travels. Therefore, you will impulsively be drawn to moving about hastily, and this is a transit under which errors of judgment can be made. So be careful there, slow things down, and don't take on too much. The other difficult aspect I see there from Mars is on the 31st, the last day of the month, along with some other hard aspects from Mercury and the Sun to Uranus. So there's some tricky aspects there, 25th and then the last few days of the month. Do take care. It's probably not a bad idea to stay in and just enjoy your own company. Rest a bit, watch a humorous movie or something. Do take care. Enjoy your holiday season. I look forward to your company again next year, 2014. In the meantime, do join me at astrology.com.au for more in-depth analysis, personal readings, free readings, and lots more on the esoteric front. Take care now. Have fun, Libra. Bye-bye.